now joined with head coach Joey Jones of South Alabama. If you have a question for Coach Jones, please press star 1 to get in the queue to ask questions. Again, just press star 1 to get in the queue to ask questions. South Alabama last played on October 13th, a Tuesday night contest against Arkansas State. It was a 49-31 loss for the Jaguars. They now prepare for a game on this Saturday against Texas State. That game will take place at 6 p.m. in San Marcos, Texas, and will be televised on ESPN3. Coach Jones, before we get to questions, please give us a recap of the Arkansas State game and a preview of the Texas State game.
Yeah, obviously we lost a tough game last week, and our kids fought really hard. To be, in my opinion, probably a team that was more talented than us, be up on them early in the fourth quarter, and but ended up losing that one. And also looking forward to Texas State game. I know that you look at the records, and they're 1-4. And bottom line is, I know they're a lot better team, and they played extremely good competition. Know what kind of coaches they have, and in the last couple of years we've had, basically it's gone down to the last play of the game. We beat them last year on the last play of the game. They beat us the year before on the last play of the game, so I know it's going to be a good one.
Thank you, Coach Jones. As a reminder to our members of the media, please press star 1 at this time to get in the queue to ask questions. Coach, before we get to questions, just want to ask you about this game. I think you alluded to it a little bit, but the last 2 contests have gone down to the wire. Does that play into your expectations for this game?
Yeah, you never know, but the bottom line is, when you play two years in a row like that, when it comes down to the last play of the game, you kind of anticipate it happening again. We went down there a couple of years ago, and a real tough environment over there, and ended up scoring late to go up, and they drive down and kick the field goal to beat us. And then this past year, same deal. We're up 24-20. They get the ball, they drive down to the 4-yard line, and we bat a ball down to beat them. So, I would anticipate it being a close one.
And before the season, you brought in a few, a number of changes to your offense, new offensive coordinator, quarterback, several new starters. How would you assess the development at the midway point of this season?
I think we've done some good things. I think we're throwing the ball fairly well. Some of the statistics are skewed some. Playing Nebraska and NC State, we weren't able to run the ball at all against those guys. But we are a decent running team. We've got to be able to run it. In the games that we run the ball well, we win. And for San Diego State, beating them on the road, we had I think it was 180 yards rushing, and had a really good offensive output there. And I guess Troy ran the ball well, did not run it as well this past week against Arkansas State. And I think and at the end of the day, I think that's what got us, because we couldn't run the ball in the fourth quarter.
And finally, I want to ask you about your tight end, Gerald Everett. I think the nation got to see him last Tuesday with his touchdown run, breaking across the field. But I want to ask you how he compares to your former tight end, Wes Saxon, who's now currently with the New York Jets.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare the two. I know that Gerald's a very athletic, explosive tight end. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be a guy that will play at the next level, and he's like a huge wide receiver. Bottom line, he can get off man coverage. He can break tackles. In my opinion, he could be a heck of a running back. We could put him back there running back, and he'd be a darn good one. So, a lot of talent, a lot of competitiveness in his down deep inside of him, and so I really think he's a great player in Gerald.
Okay, Coach, that's all the questions we have for you today. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. As a reminder.